The anomaly detected. The quantum resonance scanner hummed softly in the darkness of the research vessel Luminara, its delicate sensors probing the vast emptiness of the Centauri quadrant. Commander Kira Voss leaned forward, her emerald-scaled fingers hovering just above the holographic display. Something was different tonight. An unexpected signal. For 3 standard cycles, the Luminara had been mapping uncharted regions of space, a routine mission for the Galactic Exploration Consortium. Most expeditions yielded nothing more exciting than stellar dust and forgotten asteroid fields. But tonight, the scanner's rhythmic pulse had changed, a subtle vibration that made the hair-like sensory tendrils along Kira's neck stand on end. Nexus, she called to the ship's artificial intelligence, analyze the current signal deviation. Compare against all known transmission patterns in our database. The AI's smooth, genderless voice responded almost immediately. Analyzing, Commander. Detecting anomalous quantum signature. Pattern does not match any recorded species or technological signature in our extensive archives. Kira's breath caught in her throat. In her 27 cycles of deep space exploration, she had never encountered a truly unidentified signal. The Galactic Consortium prided itself on comprehensive cataloging. Every spacefaring civilization, every technological remnant was meticulously documented. The impossible transmission. The holographic display flickered, revealing a complex wave pattern that seemed to dance and shift, defying conventional communication protocols. It was beautiful in its complexity, like an intricate mathematical equation brought to life. Lieutenant Rax, her xenotechnical specialist, moved closer to the display. His crystalline exoskeleton refracted the holographic light, creating a prismatic effect. "This is impossible," he muttered, his translator implant struggling to decode the signal's nuances. "Impossible is just a word for discoveries we haven't yet understood," Kira responded, her eyes never leaving the mesmerizing transmission. Nexus interrupted their contemplation. Preliminary analysis suggests the signal contains multiple layers of encrypted information. Complexity suggests an advanced technological origin. Estimated information density: 987% above standard communication protocols. The implications were staggering. No known civilization in the current galactic map possessed communication technology this sophisticated. The signal suggested not just intelligence, but a level of technological advancement that bordered on the mythical. Whispers of a forgotten race. Kira's mind drifted to the ancient legends, stories passed down through generations about a mysterious species that had supposedly been wiped out centuries ago. Humans, a civilization that had allegedly developed incredible technologies before being destroyed in a catastrophic conflict. Most considered these tales mere folklore, bedtime stories to inspire young explorers. But something about this signal felt different. It carried a resonance that spoke of survival, of persistence beyond apparent extinction. "Nexus," Kira commanded, "isolate and amplify the core frequency. I want to understand what we're dealing with." The ship's systems hummed with increased intensity. The holographic display transformed, revealing fragmented images, too brief to comprehend, yet too deliberate to be random noise. Architectural structures that didn't match any known design. Technological interfaces that seemed to pulse with an organic quality. Lieutenant Rax's voice trembled slightly. "Commander, these fragments, they're consistent with theoretical human technological models. But that's impossible. Humans were declared extinct over 3 centuries ago." Kira watched the display, her intuition burning with an inexplicable certainty. "Not extinct," she whispered. "Hidden." The signal continued its complex dance, a mathematical symphony that defied explanation. Something was out there, waiting to be discovered. And the Luminara had just become the first vessel to detect its existence. As the mysterious transmission continued, Commander Kira Voss knew one thing with absolute certainty. Their mission had just transformed from a routine exploration to something far more significant. They were on the brink of a discovery that could rewrite everything known about galactic civilization. The impossible was about to become very real. Fragments of history. The research chamber of the Luminara pulsed with an electric tension as Commander Kira Voss and Lieutenant Rax worked tirelessly to unravel the mysterious signal. Holographic displays surrounded them, casting an ethereal blue glow across their faces as fragments of data slowly coalesced into recognizable patterns. Decoding the impossible. Nexus, Kira called out, her voice sharp with concentration. Run another quantum decryption sequence. There's something here we're missing. The ship's artificial intelligence hummed to life, quantum processors spinning through billions of potential decryption algorithms. Each pass revealed more of the signal's complex structure, a communication method so advanced it seemed to exist between the lines of traditional data transmission. Lieutenant Rax's crystalline fingers danced across the holographic interface, his analytical mind working overtime. The signal doesn't just carry information, he muttered, more to himself than to anyone else. It's adaptive. Each time we attempt to decode it, the transmission subtly changes. A fragment crystallized on the main display, a glimpse of what appeared to be an architectural schematic. Sleek lines that defied conventional engineering principles suggested a technological approach far beyond current galactic standards. It was unmistakably human, yet so advanced it seemed almost alien. Echoes of a lost civilization. The historical records painted a grim picture of humanity's supposed extinction. According to official Galactic Consortium archives, humans had been a technological species that fought a devastating war against multiple alien civilizations. The conflict had reportedly ended with humanity's total destruction, or so everyone believed. Look at this, Rax said, highlighting a specific section of the decoded signal. These are quantum entanglement communication protocols. We've theorized about such technology for centuries, but no civilization has successfully implemented it at this scale. Kira leaned closer. The schematic showed what appeared to be a massive network, not just a communication system, but something more, a preservation mechanism, a survival strategy. The hidden archive awakens. Suddenly, the holographic display exploded with a burst of information. Thousands of fragmented data streams interconnected, forming a complex web of historical records, technological blueprints, and what seemed to be survival logs. Nexus's voice cut through the silence. Commander, I'm detecting a cascading information release. The signal appears to be a carefully designed data package, triggered by our specific method of investigation. Images flickered to life. Glimpses of human settlements hidden in deep space, underground complexes built into asteroids. Technological innovations that suggested not just survival, but deliberate concealment. They didn't just survive, Kira whispered, her earlier hypothesis crystallizing into certainty. They deliberately went into hiding. A particular log caught Rax's attention. It was a historical record, dated centuries earlier, from what appeared to be a human military archive. If we are to survive, we must become invisible, not through weakness, but through strategic withdrawal. Our technologies, our people, they will be preserved. And when the time is right, we will return. The awakening begins. The implications were staggering. Humanity hadn't been destroyed. They had chosen to disappear. Every known galactic civilization had believed them extinct, while they had been quietly developing, preparing, waiting. Nexus, Kira commanded, begin a full analysis of these fragments. Cross-reference with every historical database we have access to. The ship's systems worked furiously, piecing together a narrative that would challenge everything known about galactic history. Humanity was not a lost civilization. They were a hidden one, waiting for the right moment to reveal themselves. As the last fragments of the signal settled into comprehensible data streams, Commander Kira Voss realized they were witnessing the beginning of something extraordinary. The Luminara had just become the first vessel to detect humanity's carefully orchestrated return. The galaxy would never be the same. The hidden archive. The quantum drive of the Luminara pulsed with an intense energy that seemed to ripple through the very fabric of space. Commander Kira Voss stood motionless, her emerald scales shifting subtly with each breath as the ship's systems worked to trace the origin of the mysterious human signal. The coordinates of secrets. Lieutenant Rax approached the navigation console, his crystalline form casting prismatic reflections across the control room. "Commander," he said, his voice tight with excitement, "the signal's origin point is unlike anything in our star charts. It's located in a region marked as a spatial anomaly, a zone that most explorers avoid." The holographic display flickered to life, revealing a dark region of space surrounded by massive gravitational distortions. Traditional navigation systems would have difficulty even approaching the area, but the fragments of human technology they decoded suggested a way through. "Nexus," Kira commanded. "Calculate an approach vector using the quantum communication protocols we've extracted from the signal." The ship's AI responded with an almost imperceptible hum. "Calculating. Warning. Approach requires navigation through complex spatial distortions. Probability of successful transit, 22.7%. Breakthrough and barrier. Most captains would have retreated. The risk was astronomical. But Kira Voss was not most captains. The possibility of uncovering the truth about humanity's survival outweighed any potential danger. "Plot the course," she ordered. The Luminara began to vibrate, its quantum drive engaging in a method of travel that seemed to bend, rather than break the traditional laws of physics. Space itself seemed to twist around them, stars blurring into streaks of light that defied conventional understanding. Rax monitored the ship's systems, his multiple sensory appendages working in concert. "The navigation is using principles we've never seen before. It's as if the ship is communicating with the space around it, negotiating a path rather than forcing through." The hidden sanctuary. As they approached the coordinates, the spatial distortions began to resolve. What appeared to be a chaotic region of space slowly revealed a carefully concealed structure. It was massive, larger than any space station either of them had ever encountered. "Impossible," Rax whispered. The structure seemed to shimmer, partially existing between different states of reality. Massive sections appeared and disappeared, suggesting an advanced cloaking technology far beyond current galactic standards. But it was unmistakably artificial, unmistakably human. Nexus's voice cut through their amazement, detecting multiple energy signatures, advanced life support systems, technological infrastructure operating at 98.3% efficiency. No external communication links detected. The first contact protocol. A transmission suddenly burst through their systems, not as a traditional radio signal, but as a complex quantum communication that seemed to bypass their ship's standard receivers. Identification sequence initiated. Verify Human Exploration Protocol Alpha 79. The message hung in the air, a challenge and an invitation. Kira realized they were being tested. Somehow, whatever remained of human civilization was evaluating their approach, their worthiness to make contact. Rax looked to Kira, his crystalline form trembling slightly. "How do we respond?" Kira's mind raced. This wasn't just a discovery. This was first contact with a civilization everyone believed had been extinct for centuries. A civilization that had deliberately hidden itself, developing technologies beyond comprehension. "We answer honestly," she said, her fingers moving across the communication interface. "The moment of truth. This is Commander Kira Voss of the Galactic exploration vessel Luminara," she transmitted. "We come with curiosity, not conquest. We seek understanding." For several tense moments, nothing happened. The massive structure continued to shimmer at the edge of their perception. Then, another transmission, this time clearer, more direct. "Verification in progress. Stand by." The space around them seemed to hold its breath. Humanity's hidden sanctuary had just acknowledged their existence. Whatever came next would change everything. The galaxy would never be the same. Technological awakening. The massive structure continued to shimmer at the edge of perception, a testament to human ingenuity that defied everything Commander Kira Voss understood about spatial engineering. Minutes stretched into hours as they waited for a response to their transmission. The quantum invitation. Suddenly, the ship's systems erupted with activity. Holographic interfaces blossomed around them, not from their own technology, but seemingly projected from the external structure. Complex geometric patterns danced across the displays, mathematical equations and technological schematics flowing like liquid light. "Nexus," Kira called out. "Analyze these projections." The AI's response was immediate but hesitant. "Commander, these are not just images. They're interactive computational matrices. The complexity suggests a level of technological integration beyond our current understanding." Lieutenant Rax leaned forward, his crystalline fingers hovering just above one of the holographic projections. As if responding to his proximity, the display shifted, revealing intricate blueprints of technologies that seemed to blur the line between mechanical and organic. The bridge of understanding. A new transmission cut through their communication systems. This time, a voice. Not mechanical, but distinctly human, carrying an accent that seemed to blend multiple cultural influences. "Commander Voss." "Lieutenant Rax. We've been waiting a long time for someone to find us." The voice was neither threatening nor welcoming. It was matter-of-fact, carrying the weight of centuries of hidden existence. Kira exchanged a glance with Rax. How did they know their names? The transmission continued before they could respond. "You're wondering about our survival, about why we disappeared. The answer is both simple and complex." Echoes of survival. The holographic displays began to show historical sequences, glimpses of a devastating interstellar conflict. Humanity pushed to the brink of extinction. But instead of surrendering, they had chosen a different path, complete withdrawal and technological evolution. "We didn't just survive," the voice explained. "We transformed." Technological schematics revealed incredible advancements. Quantum communication networks that could span entire star systems. Adaptive technologies that could modify entire planetary ecosystems. Biological and mechanical systems so advanced they seemed to breathe with a living intelligence. Rax's multiple sensory appendages trembled. "This is beyond anything in our scientific understanding," he whispered. The offer of convergence. The transmission took on a more direct tone. "We've observed the galactic civilizations, watched their conflicts, their limitations. Now we're prepared to re-emerge, but not as conquerors, as collaborators." A series of blueprints began to display technologies that could revolutionize everything from space travel to environmental restoration. Clean energy systems that could heal entire planetary ecosystems. Communication technologies that could bridge vast cultural divides. "We are offering a choice," the voice continued. "Join us in rebuilding, or continue on your current path." The moment of decision. Commander Kira Voss felt the weight of history in that moment. Humanity, a civilization everyone believed extinct, was offering not just survival, but transformation. A chance to reshape the galaxy's future. The structure around them pulsed with an energy that seemed to challenge the very laws of physics. Waiting, watching. Kira looked at Rax. He looked back, his crystalline form reflecting the complex holographic displays. No words were necessary. They both understood. Nothing would be the same after this moment. Humanity had returned, and the galaxy would never be the same. Convergence. The bridge of the Luminara had transformed. What was once a standard alien research vessel now pulsed with an energy that defied conventional understanding. Holographic interfaces created by the hidden human civilization surrounded Commander Kira Voss and Lieutenant Rax, presenting a vision of technological potential that challenged everything they knew about space, civilization, and survival. The bridge between worlds. "We are not what you expected," the human voice continued, a blend of technological precision and human warmth. Survival was never just about preservation. It was about evolution. The holographic displays began to show a comprehensive history, not of destruction, but of careful, strategic withdrawal. Humanity had not been defeated in the great interstellar conflicts. They had chosen to step back, to develop, to transform. Lieutenant Rax's crystalline form trembled with a mixture of fear and excitement. "The technological leap is incomprehensible," he muttered, his multiple sensory appendages absorbing the intricate details of human advancements. An offer of collaboration. A new projection materialized, a star map unlike any they had seen before. Planetary systems marked not by territorial boundaries, but by potential for collaborative development. Regions of space that could be restored, civilizations that could be uplifted, ecological systems that could be healed. "We're offering more than technology," the voice explained. "We're offering a different path, a chance to move beyond the cycles of conflict that have defined galactic civilization." The turning point. Commander Kira Voss understood the magnitude of the moment. This was more than first contact. This was a fundamental reshaping of galactic potential. Humanity was presenting not just advanced technology, but a completely different approach to civilization. The holographic displays began to show collaborative scenarios. Advanced medical technologies that could eliminate genetic diseases, energy systems that could restore dying planetary ecosystems, communication technologies that could bridge vast cultural divides. Nexus, the ship's AI, broke its usual protocol. Analyzing projections, it said potential positive outcomes, 97.6% across multiple societal metrics. "The choice of generations. We don't seek to replace or conquer," the human voice continued. "We seek to collaborate, to show what's possible when a civilization chooses growth over conflict." Kira looked at Rax. He looked back. No words were necessary. They both understood that they were witnessing a moment that would reshape the galaxy. The return of potential. The massive structure that had been hidden for centuries began to shift, not as a weapon, but as an invitation. Sections of the complex began to illuminate, revealing glimpses of incredible technological marvels. Research facilities, restoration centers, collaborative spaces designed to bring different civilizations together. "We are human," the voice said. "We survived. We evolved. And now we're ready to help the galaxy do the same." A new beginning. As the Luminara's systems integrated with the human complex, Commander Kira Voss realized they were witnessing more than a return. This was a rebirth. Humanity was not a forgotten civilization. They were a civilization reborn, offering a new path forward. The galaxy would never be the same. And for the first time in generations, that felt like a promise of hope rather than a threat.